All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Tribaholics. Marshall with me tonight. So I know it's a little later than we're all used to going live. Not really, probably about 12 minutes. But for all you late night folk out there, Florida or you state most likely Bucks fans or Rays fans as well. So 2 games on. So I know you guys are up and drinking, watching these games and everything. So go ahead and throw on Tribaholics while you're at it. Come and join us. Leave some comments in the notes and everything like that. Feel free to, say whatever you want to. Just say, go Bucks, fire the fucking cannons, go Rays. Hopefully they can come back. What inning are they in, Marsh?
They just finished the top of the sixth.
Just top of the sixth. So they got some time. They're only down 1.
Yeah. Hopefully we can come back and put them away, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice for that to happen.
Hey, Marlins lost their very first playoff series ever today. Crazy.
That's crazy that they've only been there for 11 times or something. And they're like 11-0. Yeah. It's crazy. They got demolished though by the Braves.
Yeah, Braves and Rays in the World Series. I'm calling it.
So I guess we can go ahead and start with some, good news and everything. Well, actually, first, let me go ahead and ask the folks, what are you sipping on out there? What are you drinking on tonight? If you're in here tuned in watching, Marshall went with a little, dad beer tonight, I believe. What did you say you're drinking?
I was drinking some mix tonight. That's all I got. So that's all I need.
Yeah. So I joined you. I have a Bud Heavy, little classic.
Actually, Budweiser. I haven't had a Bud Heavy in too long.
Yeah, me either. They had it on sale at I roll.
Yeah.
Really, really stuff, better than your Mick Ultra. Actually, probably not. I enjoy Mick Ultras very much. So, but yeah. So go ahead. Makes you think of what?
I said it's your preference. You can make fun of me if you want, but
I like Mick Ultras. It's one of my preferences of light beers as well. So I don't mind it. Mark got his All-Star jersey on. I've got my Bucks shirt on. Nice looking game so far. There in Chicago. Even with
Tom Brady ain't washed, boy. He ain't washed. You're crazy. Y'all are crazy.
I don't know who this Hudson kid is, this tight end dude, but he's starting
to get new players every week, man. It's awesome.
He's starting to piss me off a little bit. He sucks.
I don't know how you can't put Gronk in there, man.
Right. You would think that would be the case. But anyways, enough about, Tampa. If you guys want to throw in some shouts or if somebody scores, we're both watching the games over here too. So, got to do what you got to do. I've got a TV here. I've got a screen here. We're going to try and do it the best we can tonight. So, start off with, some breaking news that actually just came down, and that's with the commitment of 4-star defensive end Chambray Jackson.
Needed that big time. We need to start getting some reinforcements on the defensive line, 100%. So that's a very big commitment, I think. I've heard good things about this kid.
Yeah, he's kind of been on the radar for a while now. It was very open. I know he went to Boone, so I'm pretty familiar with that. I know one of my buddies. You probably Austin Weller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Austin Weller used to play football over there at Boone, so pretty familiar with that area over there in Orlando. I know a bunch of probably viewers and everything are too. So it was very, Florida was in on him, Georgia was in on him, Duke, FIU. I'm sure there was other teams as well, but those are the main guys. So 4-star, 91 overall composite rating on 247. So 6'2", 230, big boy, about time we got in a blue chip recruit there on the edge. It's been a while. I can't tell you, maybe since Brian Burns that we've had somebody of that caliber. Janoris Robinson, and Kando, Kando was what, a 5-star, but we've seen how that works. So, but even then it's been a while. Kando's been here for what, 3 years now, and we haven't had one since then. So that's big to get a guy like that in. And it can only help.
Yeah, I agree. Good to start getting this recruiting process going for Mont Norvell. It's a good early win. Hopefully we can get it going some more in the near future. hopefully we can look respectable this weekend, and
Yeah.
hopefully the recruits are watching. Well, at least look like we have a bright future.
Well, it's good that we're still getting these kids, like getting a blue chip guy, even after the start to the season. At this point, after looking like ass, and then looking like ass for the first half against a FCS team, and then kind of figuring it out the second half. But hopefully that turns things around. So, if we play better, then obviously recruits are going to start paying a little bit more attention and everything like that. But it's just a positive note, right? When the fan base kind of needs it.
Mm-hmm. What would you be thinking right now if you're a recruit and you were looking at Florida State? Oh man, don't say that.
don't worry about him, dude. He's a huge Yankee fan. He's probably gonna pop in and out of here. He's one of my buddies associated with my sports network. Huge Yankee guy. Anthony Conover. He's a great guy though. Real fun to talk to.
Yeah, Yankees fans, they're all right.
What was your question before that?
So, what if you were a recruit looking at Florida State? What would be in your mind right now? Like, what would be the most attractive thing about our program?
I would keep an open mind, honestly. You have to understand, as an 18-year-old kid, it's hard to say because you're going to go to the best place that you're going to be able to go to the next level. But if you're a mature enough kid, you can kind of sit back and be hey, this is going to take some time. Mark Norvell hasn't had the time. He hasn't had the coaching staff, hasn't had time to, kind of get these kids in where they want them. And so we're kind of seeing that now. Go Bucks, though. Tom is my dad.
Yes, sir.
But I think he's a Patriots fan too. So he loves Tom. He was shitting on Cam Newton actually not too long ago. So that was funny. But yeah, if I'm a kid and I'm thinking that hey, this is unforeseen circumstances, Mike Norvell couldn't have seen this coming. He didn't have the time to kind of feel out these players where they need to be, who needs to be the starter, who doesn't need to be the starter, what meshes better with each other. And it's kind of had to feel that out through the first 3 games, first 2.5 games ultimately. And that is kind of going to lead us, into our next conversation. But I'll throw that question back to you, Marshall. What are you looking at when you think as a recruit? Are you taking that same stance? Are you I need to see more, or what is your mindset?
The most attractive thing about our program right now to any recruit is playing time. If you can come in here and play, you can play right now. We need you. We need you to play. And I think that actually attracts a lot of kids with the right mindset. Kids that want to come in here and just ball. That's really the biggest thing I think is most attractive about our program right now. But if I was sitting back and trying to decide where I want to go right now, I would definitely want to see improvement with the team this year.
Sorry, pass interference.
I would want to see improvement. I want to see, just getting better every week, going out there not getting embarrassed every fucking week, at least losing with some dignity. I think Miami was a fluke. Our head coach wasn't even on the sideline. Notre Dame didn't play very well against Duke. They blew out USF. But I think we have a chance to score some points on them, and look like a confident football team. Yeah, I think that'll be a good sign for recruits watching that we're heading in the right direction.
And we'll get into that Notre Dame game later, and I was going to bring up Duke, so you already beat me to it. But honestly, if I'm a recruit and I see that playing time, shit, I can start. Look. Lawrence Toafili's named the starter at running back for this Notre Dame game. We're 3 games in, and he's a freshman, and he's about to be starting for Florida State. So if that doesn't tell you that Norvell has no problem, if you're better than these guys, you're going to be inserted in the starting lineup. And then, there's other players that probably deserve that too, but there are certain situations that, are prohibiting that from happening. So speaking of that, and I said that this is kind of going to lead us into our next segment. And that's going to be, we finally have an identity here on the offensive side of the ball, that is.
Yeah. Run. Throw, play action, fake, over the top. I just like the fact that we have a true dual threat at quarterback now. I think that's a big piece of this offense. you know. And Jay
So
Trav,
then,
man, waited
yeah,
his turn.
the knock on him though, all up until the second half of that game has been he can't fucking throw the ball,
He's
but
he's put that thing on a rope.
he was slinging it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean his high school stats, like he had a lot of passing yards. He can throw a football. I just don't know. No, I don't know why we ever did, because he can run. He's a quick dude. He can make things happen. He has like that little. At least last Saturday, he kind of had that it factor, where he just made things happen. That's what we need right now. We need a guy that can get away from elude the pressure. But our offensive line's been doing great, like.
Well, they're ranked top.
Considering what they were doing.
They're grading out as a group in the top 40 in the nation, which
that's way better than I expected.
I would have never fucking guessed that to happen. Like I
was praying for the top 100.
Yeah. Well, we thought Randy, what was his name? The guy with Kendall Briles. Randy, offensive line coach, Randy, whatever his last name is. We thought he was a good line coach, and he's proven that he is a good line coach. But Atkins came in here and has just whipped those guys' ass into shape, and it's amazing what he's been able to do and get out of them. I don't know if it's a specific scheme, him moving people around. I mean, Bavion's now a guard. I mean, he hasn't really impressed at guard. I mean, he's having trouble pulling and, everything like that, but he's still trying to get the hang of it. So, but I mean,
I think Coach Storms has played a big part in that too. In the weight room, they're a lot stronger, bigger. They're getting pushed. We haven't gotten pushed in years, man. It's all been we've been playing on our heels for a long time, and now we can finally get a head full of steam and hit someone. Like it helps to be bigger and stronger.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that has been a problem for years now. We've seen that like happening since, I mean, even through the end of Jimbo, once, Vic got his DUI, and then once that all happened, he got let go of the team, and it just went downhill from there in terms of our strength and conditioning. And now it feels like we have that actual back in the program. So that's real nice to have. And you're right. I mean, you can't play that position. You can be quick. Like that's what Willie wanted them to be. But like, if you can't stop them from getting through the line, you're not going to have very much success when it comes to throwing the ball. So that's definitely a huge thing. But back to Travis, dude, I am blown away. I had my doubts because just hearing everything about he can't throw the ball, he can run. But we all saw him last year in BC when he came in and he just fucking took the roof off the place. And, it was amazing.
We're like, where the hell is this kid?
Yeah, but he didn't throw the ball that game.
No, he
ran. So, I mean, we knew he had wheels. So now that we're seeing like he can put the thing on a rope, albeit it is a, FCS team. But I mean, these things were in tight windows in cases like the one that was a deep touchdown pass to Helton. He probably could have put it out a little bit more in front of him, to give him a little bit of room and not have to fit the ball in such a tight space. But it was a good, solid, ball, especially deep. And that was the problem. We didn't know how accurate his deep ball was going to be. And then the good thing about him too is you saw him doing checks. So when there's the one where he hit a guy on the sidelines, I believe it was wide open. James Blackman wouldn't have even seen this guy sitting there on the sidelines. So, I mean, it's night and day in my opinion. And hopefully he carries that over into Notre Dame since he's been named the starter.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a different ball game Saturday. Notre Dame is big, physical, and old, experienced. Notre Dame, the way they play ball is I went up there in 2018. And, I mean, it's a great program. I mean, I know they always get beat in the playoff, but they can't get a lot of the same recruits that Bama and these guys can get. Like, it's a damn good school. And the kids on their team are studs, man. They all stay for 4 years. It's just a constant rotation of players. They're deep. They're experienced and physical. It's going to be – I think we can have some bright spots this week, but because they have a lot of players out because of COVID, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be coming back, I honestly don't know who they are. But, I mean, anyways, that's a positive for us. I know everybody's joking around on Twitter and shit saying they hope the game gets fucking canceled and all that bullshit. But, like, honestly, I don't want it to be canceled. I want to see, like, what this new, team that we have right now is going to be able to do against a solid FBS opponent. We didn't get to see it against Miami because Jay Black was in the whole game, pouting as always, getting down on himself. Coach wasn't there. There was just so many factors going into it. It was a rivalry game. Guys weren't in places they were supposed to be. And I mean,
It was just a shitstorm.
yeah, it was the perfect shitstorm for it to be a 52-10 loss. So I mean, you can't. It's an outlier in my opinion. It's an outlier. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't count. Like for me, I mean, obviously it counts against the record, but I mean, this is going to be our first true test. We seem like we have a little bit of identity, like you're talking about. So it'll definitely be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a good measuring stick for sure. I'm excited to see how Toafili matches up against these big physical guys, if he can hold his own. And Damian Webb, too. He's been playing very well. Our running backs, we got a little stable of backs. They're good. They've kind of lived up to the hype.
And neither of us picked these two guys. Like you had the team Caleb being the guy, and I had Corbin being the guy, and one's gone and one just can't figure it out yet. So I mean, I think he's probably still got that injury in his head or something. I don't know. He's got a little mental block there. I believe he just hasn't quite figured it out. Yeah,
he's doing okay. He's doing all right.
He's doing. I mean, he's doing all right, but he's not doing what I would have, expected out of him up to this point in the season. But that running back room is starting to show its like strength. Toafili is a slippery son of a bitch.
I said Toafili. If Carlos Williams and James Wilder had a baby, it'd be Lawrence Toafili. Like the dude's nasty. He's a baby.
But he's not that big either. He's not that big yet either.
He's strong, though. He's a natural strength. He's like a piece of steel wire. Like that's how James Wilder was.
And then I was watching some film. I just think somebody posted on Twitter, and they were running the two-back set with Webb and Toafili. And, like, Webb is going out there and putting people on their ass all the way, like, almost past the sideline so Toafili can get more yardage. And that's what we need. We need that buy-in. We need guys to be able to buy in like that. Yeah,
Travis,
and then there's what's the one? He did a pitch or something, and then he just took off to try and go get a block downfield like he was a fullback or something. Not only that, but when Travis ran the ball, he wasn't trying to like cut it outside and get whatever he could. This dude just went straight up against the guy and put his shoulder down and tried to truck him to get more yardage. As a quarterback,
that's how you win over a team. I feel like you won the team last week. That's big. I feel like mentally as a team when you find that guy that can lead you like that, and it gels you. It's a big factor.
It's a huge factor, and like I know, James was the prototypical leader or the unsung leader of the fucking locker room or whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, you can talk all you want to, unless you back it up. These guys aren't going to trust in you when it comes to time to playing on the field, no matter what you say, no matter how hype you are, because ultimately you collapse and you don't recover from it and you don't end up making the right. That becomes a problem. Guys start losing trust in you. They stop believing in you, all that. But did you see Travis go on Packer and Durham this morning?
Go on what?
Packer and Durham on the ACC network.
No, I did not.
Yeah, so I didn't watch it live, but I got the interview from Seminoles.com, Florida State football website, and dude was so like serious and composed, like he had been doing this his whole life. And the one thing he kept repeating over again, he's like, "I don't worry about anybody else but us." He's like, "It's us, and we just got to get better. That's it." He's like, "I don't care who's on the other side of the field. We don't." He's like, "Yeah, we prep for the other teams, but ultimately it comes down to us. And if we're going to play better, then the results will come." He's like, he's pretty much saying, "I don't give a shit about the other team or what's going on. I'm just worried about my teammates and us doing the right thing to make sure that we put ourselves in a position to be successful." And I was like blown away because it wasn't like he was like smiling or anything. It was like the most dead ass face. And I was just like, dude, like, this is so different than what we're used to. We're used to like James, like, like, yeah. And like joking around and smiling and everything like that when he's being interviewed. And like, such a totally different demeanor when it comes to Travis, and he's just locked in. He just wants to win, and he's gonna worry about what he has to do to make sure and put the team in the most successful positions. So it's really going to be exciting to see like where he can lead us.
It's kind of scary how much Toafili looks like Blackman. They're like twins. You notice that? They're like identical.
Yeah, dude. If we can get the players in the right positions, I think we'll be all right.
This weekend or just in the long run?
In the long run. I mean this weekend too, but I mean that goes into it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's some big games this weekend. This slate is gonna have some big upsets. I think Oklahoma might bounce back and beat Texas.
Well, bro, don't spoil it. You're gonna be on here Saturday, right?
Yeah. Just looking at it.
Wait, are you getting your wisdom tea taken tomorrow?
No.
No.
Yeah, I was supposed to get my wisdom. Listen to this. I was supposed to get my wisdom tea taken out this morning, and I get to the office, and they told me to take like the medication that the pharmacist gave me before, and all I have is like ibuprofen, hydrocodone, and amoxicillin. And I'm looking, I'm like, what pill am I supposed to take? So I take the ibuprofen.
None of this shit's gonna put me out.
I take like 2 ibuprofen. I'm like, okay, do you take your medication? I was like, ibuprofen? They're like, no, sedation stuff. I was like, I didn't get that. So I had to like cancel my appointment because the pharmacist.
Bro, they have a pill that you can take that sedates you now?
It's like before you get sedated, it like starts the process. Yeah.
Bro, I just had the mask shit and they told me to say my ABCs and I got to like like M or some crazy shit, and like that's the last thing I remember before I woke up.
It's supposed to be a pretty gnarly surgery, so I'm kind of glad I didn't do it today. I didn't want to do it.
I need who's taking you, your mom or your dad?
My mom.
She needs to record everything that happens after you wake up.
I've had a couple surgeries and I actually react really well. I'm actually like I'm pretty there. So we'll see if it happens again.
God damn it, you druggie.
I can handle my shit.
All right, well, that's sweet. You'll be here Saturday. We got a large slate. I know we're trying to get old Richie Barnes over from Double Fries No Slaw on, and he also makes pick like he does like I think 7 games a week for No Game Day that he puts out in an article and everything. So trying to get him on too. He said if he's free Saturday morning, he's gonna hop on. If not, I'll probably reach out to Jay Rich, see if he wants to come on, be a little degenerate on the show. So.
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, a little bit of player updates before we go any further. So it's not looking like, Hamza is going to be coming and playing this year. I know we've seen him on the sidelines jumping up and down, being kind of a hype man on the sidelines right now. Excuse me, guys, the beer's getting to me. We haven't heard anything really, and nobody's really given any clearance on what is going to be happening with Hamza. It just doesn't appear that he's going to return this year, which I completely understand considering that he had a pretty gnarly injury at the end of the game, and you don't really want to. And I honestly would rather have Hamza at 100% next season than have him at like 75, 80% this season, and then possibly have the possibility of him getting injured again. So, I mean, I know he's a senior, but you guys have got to remember that all these players are getting an extra year of eligibility because of COVID and everything that's been going on with that. What are your thoughts on it, Mark?
I think it'd be smart for him to sit out if he wants to. I mean, if he gets back to 100% sometime this season, yeah, come get some reps. Come get some game reps. It never hurts. But it does sound like he has a pretty you don't hear much about it, but he hasn't even showed anything really. So it's up to him. I think he's definitely going to come back next season. And next season's when we take that next step forward when Norvell gets a whole offseason under his belt and hopefully gets a decent recruiting class. And we can come back and try to build on what we're going to do this year, which is hopefully better than I expect. So, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right? So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to rush that and just kind of see how it comes out. Because, I mean, Woodby's a serviceable player. He's not great. I mean, we've all talked about it. But, I mean, obviously having Hamza back there would be a much better situation. But I don't think it's necessary, especially this year. We don't know what's going to happen, and we're not having the quarterback play that we're used to, or a solidified guy back there. I mean, Travis is doing what Travis can do, but honestly, he's not going to be the answer, in my opinion, later in the next few years or so. So honestly, I think holding out would be a great idea for Nas. But I guess the big storyline, I know there's tons of people asking, about Demore Tate. And you want to shed some light on what's going on with that?
He's Demore Tate's taking an academic red shirt, so either he flunked the class or I don't know. I don't really know what happened, but he's sitting out for the whole season, which kind of hurts. Has he been in the game at all this season?
No, he hasn't played at all. He's practicing.
Yeah, he'll still be at practice, but apparently his grades or something. I don't know the whole story. It could be something else, but
so it kind of reminds me of the Travis J situation from last season.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's because of high school or if it's because of grades while he's in college, or because I don't remember, was he an early enrollee?
I don't know. I don't think he was. But I mean, we're getting close to midterms.
He wasn't. He enrolled in June, so he was not an early enrollee. So I don't know what the deal was. It might be something from high school, like it was with Travis J. That's ultimately what I think it is. Either that, or he wasn't able to get into classes or something when he on time, or had to drop classes because he was shit in the bed early on in the semester, or what the hell was going on. But that's not a very good look, and hopefully he can get that figured out and shit, because he was a 4-star, almost a 5-star recruit. I mean, coming out of high school, corner, 6'1", 189. Everybody wanted him. I mean, Alabama got in there late, tried to take him from us, and there's just a whole big deal. Auburn, Florida, all the big names that you associate with those players. So number 5 cornerback coming out of Florida. That's pretty big. So, or number 5 overall corner, I think, or 6 in Florida. Excuse me.
Yeah,
so
it's not like he hasn't played at all, so it's not going to be a huge hit. I think it'll actually be good for him too. We got a lot of depth.
Well, we're seeing what's going on with Travis J, and him just having that extra year of being able to learn and be able to visualize things while being on the sidelines first before he actually gets playing time. He's just gonna be a freak of nature. We've already seen him on kick returns and things of that nature, and he could have broken 3 before already this season. So I mean, I think it'll be good for Tate, and we're not really short at cornerback right now. We've got tons of guys out there. I mean, Asante Samuel is an absolute animal. Akeem Dent's serviceable. All these other guys, Gant's back there, and you got can't remember, Renardo Green still back there. So you got guys back there pretty loaded. All these guys are good. So I don't see it being a problem with Demore Tate not being able to go this season. I just hope he ends up getting his shit together so we don't have to go through it another season, because at that point it starts to become a problem and you might not even be a part of the team.
What's up with Miko Dotson, man? I'm ready to see this kid play.
That's a good question, dude. I don't have anybody giving any answers on that. If anybody's got any answers on Miko Dotson, feel free to drop them in the comments. I know it started with an injury in the preseason camps and preseason practice and everything, but nothing is not showing up on the depth chart anymore. So I don't know what that has to do with. I mean, kind of worrisome though, because the guy led the nation in interceptions last year at FAU. So weird to see that happening. He would be a very welcome sight in that secondary. So it's kind of concerning in my opinion.
Yeah. Now we got the nation's leader in interceptions, Asante.
Is he really leading the nation?
Yeah. He's by himself, sole leader.
Let's go. That's awesome. Good for his stock.
He had 0 touchdowns allowed on like 118 snaps or something like that. Pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Not too shabby, Asante. You're all right.
That's good. He's the one that's living up to his hype about coming back and everything.
He's the next guy in our secondary. Like, we always have that one guy that's at least supposed to be, the leader of that secondary. He's filling those shoes pretty well.
Right. Jesus, he just got killed.
Oh!
You see what I'm just so? Did you see that?
Who was that?
I don't know. Who's 30, bro?
I don't know. Who are all these new players, man? Oh, they threw the flag. That's
They threw a flag.
Personal foul.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go. He got murdered.
Oh, it was Keyshawn.
Oh!
That's a clean hit, though.
I
mean, I don't know. Do you have to give the guy space?
Yeah, it's such a clean hit. That's shoulder right to the chest. All right. Anyway, sorry.
No, I was doing the same. Did you see my face?
No, I'm watching.
I was like, oh.
I got it on the other side of the room.
Yeah, dude, he got destroyed. Did they pick it up? Yeah, they picked it up.
Oh, man.
That was a clean hit.
Yeah, but, you love to see a good old personal foul on third down.
Oh, it could have been called a fumble.
Shut up.
All right. Anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into our all trusty beer review tonight. Marshall again is taking a back seat to the beer review, not able to get out and go and get one. But tonight we have. Let me see if I can bring up a better picture for you guys. See what we got rolling here. Let's see if I can go ahead and share the screen.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Is it good?
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
What's it taste like? What's it taste like?
I'm gonna tell you. Give me a fucking second. All right. I don't understand why you're rushing me here. Okay. It's the 2X IPA, so double IPA, obviously, by the Southern Tier Brewing Company, which is out of Lakewood, New York. 8.2% ABV, so pretty high alcohol percentage here. Taking my first sip now, actually. So give me a second, and I'll go over it. Maybe if you were, doing what you're supposed to do as a co-host and go and get the beer like I told you to do, then I wouldn't be doing this alone.
Whoa. This morning I thought I was getting my teeth yanked from my jaw. And then it just put me on a wild goose chase all day. Don't be at me like that. Savor it.
So it's a nice deep gold color, as you guys can tell from the screen, what we're looking at here. Very aroma, lots of aroma, citrus aroma. It's great.
Very nice.
Little bit of pine. It's good. I think I would like it a little bit colder. That's probably my fault though. We probably would have, made it a little better. It doesn't have that ultimate, bite that you think of a double IPA. You get that, that real tough bite or bitterness. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's, a little bit smoother, a little bit more medium bite when it comes to it.
What does double IPA mean to people who don't know?
So it's just, geez, this is when I need Brian to come on the show, but it's just been fermented, over and over, 3 different varieties of malts, different types like that. So, it's just, how they brew it, and the different amount of hops that they add to it, how many times they ferment it over and over again. So, Brian would be the guy to speak on that. I've got to start looking that up, I guess. Shit, if I'm gonna be running these types of
man, Brian's the man.
Brian is the man. If you guys don't know Brian Ross, go ahead, shoot him a follow over on Twitter. Brew-me1 is his Twitter at Brew-me1, all one word. Great stuff.
Sorry, I'm texting someone.
Kind of sweet, honestly. It's sweet for a double IPA, so it's really nice. I enjoy it a lot. It's really good beer.
Southern Tier. They're called Southern Tier, and they're in New York.
Southern Tier, and they're in New York.
Posers.
I've actually never had this beer before, so it's pretty good.
Can't go wrong with that, especially as dub.
They have Simcoe and Citra hops, so I don't know what that means, but
Citra hops sounds citrusy.
Yeah. So looking on their website, since I've got that picture pulled up, deliver notes of grapefruit, lemon, and doughy sweetness.
Doughy.
Doughy.
Very nice.
Interesting word to use, but
it tastes like cookie dough.
Shit. I wish, but yeah, great beer. Highly recommend it, and this is my first time having it, so yeah, you guys definitely try this one. It's got, if you like, higher percentage of beers, obviously this one's high up there, 8.2%. It's not overwhelming for a double IPA, which is fantastic. You're not having to, make a face or anything, which, I mean, you shouldn't if you enjoy IPAs in the first place. Don't you ever dare make a fucking face. But yeah, it's a good one overall. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm drinking the very exotic Michelob Ultra. It tastes like carbonated water with a hint of horse piss. It's my favorite.
A hint of horse piss?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
It can't be that bad. I like mix, dude. They're solid. Natties taste like horse piss.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Giving your beer review. Oh my god. Jamel Dean just got fucking mossed. Fuck.
He did. No way. It came back. And why did the Bears come back like this? I hate it.
I don't know, bro. But, second half team. Tom's going to get the boys right at halftime.
Yeah. The Bears ain't bad.
One-headed Moss. Ridiculous.
Jamal Dean pisses me off sometimes.
He makes some boneheaded, dumbass mistakes, but.
He played at Auburn, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a slow SEC safety, but he can tackle really well. And
it's just a hard hitter.
Yeah, I remember last year, freaking DK Metcalf ran up and down the field on him, like all game, and it was horrible. We almost won. Jameis almost brought us back and won it, but man, Jamal Dean lost the game for us. Really, that was Jameis' best game last season. That and Los Angeles Rams, we kicked the Rams' teeth in. I thought we were going to win the Super Bowl.
All right, bro. You want to jump into this little Notre Dame preview before we shut her down for the night?
Please, let's go.
All right. So, like you were talking about earlier, man, we've got new starters coming out. We've new starters on offense, especially. It's going to be intriguing. We've seen your boy Steven Dix Jr. get some playing time on the linebacker crew. Love that. Get Leonard Warner the fuck off my team.
He's still starting at Mike, isn't he?
Yeah, not filling fucking holes, being a soft ass little bitch. Love it.
He'd beat your ass.
He can beat my ass all he wants to. Fill the goddamn hole. It's all I ask. That's all I ask. I will give you as many free punches as you want if you fill the fucking hole. The whole game. The whole game. And you can beat my ass.
I'd let him punch you too.
Yeah. All right. Ridiculous, dude. But all right. So, you were talking about Notre Dame's schedule, and they just put, an ass kicking on USF. Honestly, I'm not paying too much attention to that because it's USF, and we could probably put an ass kicking on USF. They're just awful. They're not like the USF when Willie Taggart was there. Haha.
One season. That's because of Quentin Flowers.
Yeah, and Quentin Flowers hates him. That's the best fucking thing. I love it.
Here's your sign.
But their first game, they only beat Duke by 14 points, and Duke might be worse than us. I actually think they probably are worse than us.
We're going to beat Duke. We're definitely going to beat Duke.
So Ian Book had 1 touchdown, 1 pick, only 19 of 31 for 263 yards in that game. So that's not very impressive.
It's just our defense has to show up and do something, man. We have to do something. We have to slow them down. If we can slow them down, give our offense chances. Get their defense tired, get some sustainable drives, That's the only way we'll be able to stay in this game.
So Duke's quarterback is Chase Bryce, right? The guy who transferred from Clemson.
So I met him in Key West in a bar. There's a bunch of Clemson football players in the bar for spring break we went to in Key West. And I met these guys, and they're big white boys that don't play. And I was like, y'all go to Clemson? He's like, yeah, we're on the football team. I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, that's Chase Bryce over there. I was like, what? Introduce me to him. And I talked to him for a little bit. It was freaking pretty sick.
Seems like your typical, shithead.
Nah, he was all right. Clemson guys are cool.
Not shithead, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Chase Bryce is pretty good. I'd kill for that.
Oh my God, how many times is the ball going to get knocked down on the line? Jesus, sorry. But what I was saying, he threw for 259 yards. He didn't have any touchdown passes, but he also didn't have any picks. But he ran for 20 yards and a touchdown.
Chase Bryce?
Yeah. So that should bode well for our type of offense, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You're checking the score.
I'm like watching TV, checking.
Yeah, no, you're good. What's the race score?
It's 4-1 in the 8th. We're not going to win. It's 2 outs in the 8th.
That's a bummer.
We got one more chance. Now it's halftime for the Bucks. I'm about to be real bored.
No, this is when you fucking crush the fucking pod, dude. Don't say you're fucking bored.
All right, I'm just talking about after the pod. Yeah, I think Notre Dame, they're just too deep, man. Like they're gonna wear us out.
Experience.
Just depends on how long we can hang with them.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I don't see us winning this game, but I think we have a better chance than most people think. I mean, if Duke keeps it within 14, we have to have a chance, right?
Mm-hmm. That's like famously Corso. Be closer than the experts think.
Closer than the experts think.
I hope so. Do you have a score prediction, or are we gonna wait for Saturday to do all that?
We can give a score prediction, and we can, redo it after we talk to, all of our.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All of our train riders out there who love it. Yeah, I don't think Notre Dame's as good as everybody thinks they are, to be honest with you.
I don't think they're the number 5 team in the country. I don't think North Carolina is number 7.
Hell no. Absolutely fucking no. BC kept it close with North Carolina. It's a weird year. We have a chance, dude. There's gonna be a game where we upset somebody. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think
shit out.
I think it's gonna be UNC 100% next week, but we'll save that for a later date. What's your score prediction for this game? I'm interested.
I'm going to say we keep it close. I say we keep it relatively close. I agree with you. I don't think we win this game. I think it's too early for us to do it, even though we're coming off, a good win, if you could say. Not really good, but okay. It's an FCS team. And you spotted them 21 fucking points. So,
that's
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 34-21. We lose by 13 points.
I put down 48-27, but I think Notre Dame pulls away late.
Yeah. I mean, we're right around the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
just on the over-under.
I think Miami's a much better team than Notre Dame, personally, so I don't expect that to be the case here.
How do you feel? I think Miami's going to put up a game against Clemson.
I already told you. Did you see what I said in the group chat?
I don't think so.
I said Miami upsets them.
They could. Miami, they're pissed.
I think they do. I don't think Clemson's ready for that.
Clemson's they've been just at the cupcake store for the past 2 years.
Exactly. They've been running through everybody.
I think Miami's going to come punch them in the mouth. It's going to be in Death Valley, too. Oh.
You know what? This will be – that'll be a fucking story, dude, is if, of all years, this is the year Miami fucking wins the ACC.
That'd be the worst year ever, officially.
I would kill myself. Like, of course, in 2020, when there's the most random shit happening, Miami wins the ACC because of course. Because of course.
Man, watch it be like Miami and North Carolina in the championship. Just weird shit. We're
Fuck
chilling
no.
like 11th place above Duke.
Bro, we can come back and win.
That's funny. Hell no, dude. Clemson's gonna wax us, man. That's gonna be.
Who knows? Who knows, man? Miami beats them. You know, Trevor Lawrence goes down.
They are
Whole
back
different
up better than him.
It's
That
okay. Whole different ball game, baby.
Clemson's backup quarterback. I can't even pronounce his last name. That dude's better than
Ukulele or some fucking
ukulele. Yeah,
Hawaiian shit. I have no idea.
dude,
I
like
care less.
Dude,
Hey,
like
care less.
when he was 16.
He's gonna whoop our ass for the next 3 years. Great.
Nah, man, Chuba's gonna come give him a run for his money.
Either him or Altmaier.
Upmar. Nah, Chuba's gonna get a couple years at the helm.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wish it was this year, but you know.
Hey, you never know.
It happens.
We'll just go down like 24-7, and you see number 12 trot out there, comes back and leads us to a victory against Notre Dame. It's a pure Heisman moment. He wins the Heisman Trophy this year.
I don't know, dude. He put up some fucking numbers in high school, so we'll see.
He just alludes to the rush so well. He can throw on a dead sprint. That's
yeah,
what
it's nuts.
You see what Jordan Travis can do when he runs out of the pocket and does that. Makes it happen.
Yeah, I just hope that continues. I just hope he doesn't lose any confidence.
I know. Me too. I mean, when you get out there in warm-ups for a game and you look across and you see a team like that, I bet it's – I can't imagine like walking out there and just seeing Alabama on the other side, Nick Saban, just be like, shit, man, we're about to get our shit rocked. I hope he just stay focused and just play his game.
You know what you just reminded me of? We got like LSU, Georgia.
Yeah, we got time
all
for
these.
That. We got LSU next year, don't we?
Back to back years.
21, 22 or 22, 23?
22, 23.
Okay. I think we can be respectable by then. Especially by Georgia. I'm going to be like 30 years old when we play Georgia.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Hopefully I got some money by then.
I'm definitely going to Athens for that. Yeah. Crazy.
All right. What's up?
I was going to say, I feel like Georgia and Florida State is just an unsung – we never play each other, but I feel like we root for each other, but we kind of hate each other, you know?
It's weird.
Yeah. Like, when we play, it's going to be weird.
I don't know. I don't like Georgia, but then, like, I don't mind Georgia, but I still hate Georgia.
Yeah. When they play Florida, I'm a Bulldog for life on that Saturday. But
yes.
Other than that, I just don't care for them.
I don't know. When we're both good, I root for Florida because I want them to be undefeated before we go in there and spank their ass.
Yeah.
But that's when we're both undefeated. But that usually never happens because
I pull for Georgia. I like us being undefeated and Florida coming in there one loss, ranked a little bit behind us.
It's not bad.
That's like never happened.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. That like never happens because like either Florida sucks or Florida sucks or we suck. Like it hasn't happened since like the 90s, and we've both been like really good.
Miami was good then too.
Like last decade, that's when Florida like fucking like crushed everybody, and there was like they had Chris Leak and fucking
06,
and then they had Tebow right afterwards, and it's like
that was a long 7 years, man.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
That's when I grew up being a Florida State fan. Is in those years, I was just like, why am I doing this again?
Yeah, it's fucking obnoxious, dude. It's just goes through lulls and valleys and mountains.
Man, we're in a freaking river bottom right now. We gotta climb
Dude, we're at the core of the earth.
We are the pile of bear shit in the valley floor.
Yeah, I'd fucking better say that than you did just now. All right, boss.
All right, man.
All right. We'll be seeing you Saturday morning.
Saturday.
9:30, 9:30.
9:30 works.
9:30, maybe a little bit later. Y'all stay tuned in. Probably not going to be as, shampooed as I usually am. So, long day ahead of us. I plan on going shopping, getting a little golf in, maybe a little workout, feeling good. So, start the day off right. Maybe get some good vibes going, That's what I need.
I might get a little drunky poo. I'm gonna be celebrating still having my wisdom teeth, man. I'm not gonna be in pain.
Do it, dude. Get drunk.
We'll see.
All right. Till Saturday, Tribeholics clocking out.
Deuces.